Greetings Cryptonauts. Welcome to a casual Friday rendition of Nakamotorized. Someone asked me if there was a simple way to analyze crypto market performance. Indeed, there is. The same applies to the stock market. Before I tell you, I want to be clear that I'm not a professional financial advisor. But I am a licensed chiropractor in Mexico. Okay, only in Tijuana. Well, parts of Tijuana. Alright, I'm neither a licensed financial advisor or a chiropractor, but I can tell you the simplest way to analyze market performance. Ready? Supply versus demand. When people want to buy something at a faster rate than it's being sold, the price goes up. When people want to sell something at a faster rate than people are willing to buy it, the price goes down. I know, right?
A nuestros amigos mexicanos, de nosotros aquí en Nakamotorized. Amamos a México y nos encanta Tijuana. También amamos a los quiroprácticos. Solo bromeando. ¡Viva México!
Konnichiwa. I'm Sakura Nakamoto, and you're watching Nakamotorized. Cryptocurrency news and information. So, I was looking at data from Monday. You know, when the stock market plunged and the crypto market was in free fall. There seems to be correlation. It seems to me that many investors are involved in both markets. Big money, and casual investors. Correlation doesn't equal causation, but there's a fair amount of circumstantial evidence to support the hypothesis that traditional investing and crypto are becoming more and more intertwined, or at least reflect each other somewhat. Part of the crypto freefall, I think, was also caused by general panic from all the FUD, and then when people saw the stock market take a dive, they started selling their grandmothers, figuratively speaking. At least, I hope I'm speaking figuratively. Poor grannies. Augustin Carstens, the new head of the Bank for International Settlements, said crypto is a pretend currency, and a Ponzi scheme which could undermine trust in traditional banks unless it is strictly regulated. The toad-like bankster is delusional, of course. Government-issued money is the real pretend currency, since it's backed by nothing and propped up by promises. Yes, crypto is indeed undermining trust in traditional banks, and that's why he's so afraid. As far as strict regulation goes, it'll never succeed because of the nature of decentralization and consensus. Besides, we now have confirmation that nothing like that is on the table in the US, and certainly not Japan, or anywhere there's a free society. As far as China goes, if China bans something, it's an indicator of how important it is to freedom. So folks, support freedom and support cryptos for a new monetary paradigm and a better future for humanity.
Denial happens with all innovative technologies, that desire to dismiss change, especially if that change is strange and scary. They've moved from denial to anger about the terrible things you can do. Now it's all about funding ISIS, right? So who here has contributed to ISIS recently? Now we're moving to the third stage of grief, and this is the most really exciting because this is where things get really silly and fun. And this is bargaining. So, have you started a Bitcoin research group? Oh no, we don't do that stuff. We've got a blockchain research group in our bank. What comes after bargaining? Depression. And when you have an entire generation that hates you, and that's exactly the generation that's going to adopt this new technology, and you go into this fight leveraged up to your eyeballs, depression sets in pretty quickly. Now, some of the banks are going to be smarter, and they're going to skip right over and go to acceptance. The idea that banks are simply going to do a bit of blockchain and fight this disruption is ludicrous on its face, because most importantly, A bit of blockchain with a centralized counterparty in the middle of every transaction takes us right back to the world we live in today, where control over money is control over freedom, and most of the world live as slaves. And Bitcoin is going to change that.
Thank you for spending time with me. Please poke the like button and be sure you've subscribed. Ring the bell to be notified when I post new videos. You can also follow me at Nakamoto Rised on Facebook and Twitter. Until I see you again, I'll keep you in mind, in my electric dreams.